in the last days. This is the crucial day, and this today, the greatest glory of God, the greatest outpouring, the greatest revival will come into this world. How many agree? Hallelujah! I don't really agree. 2012 is the beginning of this a million harvest soul. Amen? Brother and sister, here, my colleague, great man, Pastor Abraham, will help me to translate. Okay?
Amen. I'm
Okay.
trying to encourage him, but it's flow. Let's flow.
Hari ini kita hidup pada hari era ketiga.
We are living at a third era.
Bulan Februari lalu,
Last February,
saya bersama dengan tim pengembalaan yang kita gembalakan di local church kami,
me and my pastoral team in the local church that I pastor,
sekitar 60 orang.
about 60 people.
Bulan Februari 2012,
This February 2012,
kami datang ke tanah perjanjian.
we were here. We were in the promised land.
Pada waktu itu kita tidak tahu apa yang harus kami lakukan.
At that time, we were not given a specific instruction from the Lord what we're supposed to do.
Tapi kita cuma tahu satu hal.
But we only knew one thing at that time.
Kita perlu Tuhan Yesus lebih lagi.
We need Him more in our lives.
Ketika kita berangkat ke tanah perjanjian,
And as we make the preparation to leave here,
di pesawat sekitar jam 4 pagi,
about 4 o'clock in the morning while we were on the air,
Tuhan tuh membuat saya tidak bisa tidur dan membuat saya sedikit gelisah.
I think God caused me to be restless and I couldn't find any sleep while I was sitting up there.
Saya coba tidur,
And I tried to force sleep to come.
tapi tidak bisa tidur juga.
I still couldn't find any sleep.
Tiba-tiba seperti ada dorongan di hati saya, suara.
As if something from my heart began to stir up. There's a push coming out.
Ambil iPad
Just take your iPad
dan lihat
and look
apa yang terjadi pada hari ketiga.
what happened on the third day.
Ketika saya mencari, mau melihat Tuhan, apa yang kau ingin saya katakan dan kau ingin bicara pada saya tentang hari ketiga
And I began to type third day on my electronic concordance. I began to find the sense of what God is going to speak to me about this third day.
Kemudian Tuhan memberikan beberapa contoh apa yang terjadi dan hal-hal yang luar biasa yang terjadi pada hari ketiga.
Suddenly God began to open some examples, some of the great things that happened on the third day.
Dimulai dari zaman Musa,
Starting from the days of Moses,
ketika kemuliaan Tuhan turun,
when the glory of God descended upon the encampment of Israel,
di Keluaran 19 ayat 10 dan
in
11.
Exodus 19, 10 and 11, Exodus chapter 19, 10 and 11. Exodus chapter 19, verse 10. It says, And the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes, and be ready against the third day. For the third day the Lord will come down in his sight upon all the people upon Mount Sinai.
Dari ayat ke-16 dan 18.
Verse 16 down to verse 18. And it came to pass that on the third day in the morning there was thunders and lightning and thick cloud upon the mountain, and the voice of trumpets exceedingly loud, so that all the people that was in the encampment trembled. And it was Moses who brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with God. And they stood at neither part of that mountain, and Mount Sinai was altogether on smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire, and the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain quaked greatly.
Dan dikatakan, pada hari yang ketiga,
Scripture says, at the third day, on the third day,
Tuhan turun ke atas bangsa itu.
the Lord himself descended upon that
Dan
nation,
kemuliaan Tuhan
and his glory
memenuhi mereka.
filled them all.
Tapi apa terjadi, saudara?
But what happened?
Sebelum hari yang ketiga,
Prior to that third
Tuhan
day,
katakan pada Musa,
God said unto
katakan
Moses,
kepada bangsa ini,
Tell this entire
pada
people
hari pertama dan hari kedua,
that on the first and the second day,
persiapkan dirimu baik-baik.
prepare yourself well,
Karena pada hari yang ketiga,
because on that third day,
akan turun,
I'm going to descend,
dan kemuliaan akan turun ke atas umatku.
and I'm going to cause my glory to descend upon my people.
Dan apa yang terjadi, saudara?
And what happened
Apa yang
after
kita baca di
as
Alkitab?
we've just read in Scripture?
Pada hari yang ketiga,
On the third day,
Tuhan benar-benar turun dan menampakkan dirinya di tengah bangsa itu.
virtually allowed himself to be seen, by the people.
Itu dari
Zaman Musa.
This is the days of Moses.
Kemudian ketika saya membaca kembali pada zaman Esther,
And then again, when I searched the scripture at the days of Queen Esther in
Esther
Persia,
menerima perkenanan dari raja itu pada hari ketiga.
Esther received the favor from the king on the third day.
Ketika Esther menjadi ratu,
As Esther was appointed the queen of Persia.
pada waktu itu Raja Ahasuerus menguasai 127.
At that time, Xerxes was the emperor of the Medo-Persian Empire, overruling 127
Dari
provinces
India ke Afrika.
from Phrygia to Africa, from India.
Kemudian pada waktu itu
And at that time,
ada seorang yang bernama Haman.
there's a man called Haman.
Dia bermaksud dia bermaksud untuk bukan hanya membinasakan satu atau dua orang.
I mean, like, originally this man wanted to destroy one or two people.
Tetapi dia mau menghapuskan satu bangsa, yaitu bangsa Yahudi dari permukaan muka bumi.
But his anger grew that, I mean, like, one or two people is not enough. He wanted to wipe out the entire Jewish people.
Ketika hal ini didengar oleh Ratu Esther,
When Queen Esther got hold of this news,
apa yang dia katakan?
what did she say?
Dia katakan kepada Mordekai, katakan kepada Mordekai,
Says, go back and tell Mordecai,
katakan pada mereka untuk berpuasa 3 hari 3 malam untuk tidak makan tidak minum.
tell them to fast 3 days and 3 nights, no meal, no water, no nothing.
Aku bersama dayang-dayangku akan juga melakukan seperti itu.
Me and my handmaidens, we are going to do likewise.
Siapa tahu
Who knows
pada hari yang ketiga
that on the third day,
Raja memberikan perkenanan kepadaku.
I will find favor before the king.
Jika Raja tidak memberikan perkenanan, biarlah aku mati.
If I should perish and I don't have his favor, let me perish.
Saudara, pada hari pertama dan hari kedua,
Again, on the first and the second day, my friends,
Esther bersama seluruh bangsa Yahudi, mereka mempersiapkan diri mereka baik-baik.
Esther mustered the whole Jewish community to prepare themselves well for the third day.
Mereka mempunyai suatu pressure bahwa mereka tidak tahu apakah mereka akan mati pada hari ini dan seluruh bangsa dihapuskan di muka bumi ini, atau mereka akan tetap hidup.
They were under such pressure. They don't know what the third day holds, whether they will survive as a nation or were they to be wiped out from the entire face of the earth.
Tapi mereka betul-betul menguduskan diri mereka.
But they took that command seriously. They sanctified
Mereka
themselves.
merendahkan diri mereka di
They
hadapan Tuhan.
humbled themselves before God.
Mereka berdoa, berpuasa.
And they pray and they fasted.
Saya pernah merasakan seperti yang Esther rasakan. Saya pernah mengambil puasa Esther selama 3 hari 3 malam.
Once in my life, I felt what Queen Esther must have felt. Such tremendous pressure upon me. And I took this time, 3 days, to fast.
Kok Esther tidak makan tidak minum, saya cuma tidak makan, tapi hanya minum air putih
You know,
saja.
I mean, like in Esther's time, they did not eat or drink for 3 days. I said, okay, let me fast. Not eating for 3 days. I drink just plain water.
Pada hari ketiga,
Well, on the third day,
sudah mulai goyang.
like my body began to be, I felt dizzy because of the fast.
Sangat lemas dari kepala sampai kaki.
I mean, like I felt weak from on top of my head to the sole of my feet.
Saya bisa merasakan bagaimana Ratu Esther pada waktu itu.
I began to understand how Queen Esther must have felt during that time.
Selain dia lemas karena tidak makan tidak minum,
Not only that, she was famished physically because of the fast, not
tetapi ada
eating and not
suatu
drinking.
pressure yang mereka alami.
But tremendous pressure was upon her, and that must have counted for some factor.
Ketika Esther mulai dipersiapkan,
And Esther was
pakaian.
preparing herself a royal robe.
Ketika selesai, Esther mulai berjalan untuk pelataran raja.
And as Esther was approaching that long corridor, as he was about to face the emperor, the king,
Sesampai di depan pelataran raja,
and as he was approaching the court of the king,
Esther ini seperti ragu-ragu mau masuk atau tidak.
I can imagine the doubt that she must have felt, whether I should step in or not.
Dia seperti mau pergi atau mau kembali.
I mean, like, should I take the step forward or backward?
Karena saudara, pada waktu itu ada satu undang-undang terjadi.
Because at that time the rule was,
Siapapun yang menghadap raja,
if you